Andrew McGahan alongside Ryan Jimmo here at UFC in Manchester. What do you think?
I think
Nice.
that was awesome. Could you teach me some of that?
I was going to ask for a private with you, actually.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
So what's the key method for a robot?
Key method. Okay, so the thing is, you want to kind of isolate whatever you do. So if I want to just move this, I'm just going to move this joint, and then I'll move my head, and then maybe just at the waist. Just make sure that you isolate whatever joint that you're moving. So I'm just going to do this. The next time I'll do it at the waist. Like this. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't think we'll even bother talking about your fight this Saturday. So tell me,
Yeah,
you've said it before. You're coming over into, let's say, hostile territory here. How does that play in your head at all?
Well, I always found the fans over here were pretty awesome. You know, I came here. I wasn't fighting a hometown guy, but fans over here were pretty receptive, and I think they mostly just want a good fight. But I mean, when you're in the octagon, it doesn't matter. It's you don't hear the crowd. You know, it's like you and the other guy fighting. So it's I don't think it's a factor unless you let it be. So
your stand-up isn't robotic by any means, but is this fight going to be the war that everyone's expecting, the stand-up brawl, fight of the night perhaps?
Yeah, I think that's what everyone wants. I think that's what Jimmy and I want. We want to, I want to. I think he wants to, use his stand-up against mine and see if his kickboxing is better than my karate.
Do you think your experience is going to play a big factor? You've fought let's say a couple more fights than Jimmy has.
Yeah, and I think higher level guys and brought in deep waters as well. So certainly have the more experienced veteran in myself. But he's hungry and he's aggressive and he wants to make a name for himself. So that's also a plus for him. But I think it will be a plus for me in the fight.
And for a man who fought so many fights in a cage before he made the move to the octagon, what's the key difference? Obviously there's ropes on a ring and there's mesh on an octagon, but apart from something simple like that, what's the one thing you notice?
No real ones. There's a corner in a ring, and there's not a corner in the octagon. That's about it. So it's harder to get cornered again in the octagon. But and the octagon I think is better for grappling because you can pin guys against the fence. It doesn't work as well with the ropes. So there's a little bit of adaptation there, but not much. As long as you kind of use that as an extra variable into like the equation that you're going to fight with, then it should be rather easy.
One final thing, your last outing here in the UK, it seemed like you had the fight won in the first round. Maybe a touchy subject, but what did you do after the fight to ensure something like that doesn't happen on Saturday night?
Well, when I kicked him with James Tuna in the head, his eyes were just rolling around his head, and I woke him up twice. Sometimes when you're fighting, everything goes in slow mo. So I hit him once, and I woke up, and then he woke up, and then I hit him a few more times, and he put out, and I hit him again, and he woke back up. So maybe after, give him a little bit of crack, just hit him a little one, just to make sure the ref jumps in, don't go too overboard. So yeah.
Excellent. So finally, you just think the occasion got you, and that's what caused the cardio dump, for example?
No. So what happened there? I was injured about 3 weeks before my fight. I had a torn quad going into the fight, and I couldn't train really for the last 3 weeks, and I injured it again in the fight, and just wasn't at my best. And I was holding a little bit too much muscle on my frame. I've trimmed down a little bit to work on some other things. So. A little bit of everything. A little bit too much muscle on my frame. A little bit. I was injured going in, and wish the fight would have went different. But James Tuna was a better man that night.
Excellent. So can we do a stiff handshake, or how do you do a robotic handshake?
Okay. Is this okay?
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you very much.